if you want to create change and you want to make something different in your life and you want to create the life that you want to have, you want to experience the life that you want to have in this lifetime here as we are, then it's important that you start to be aware that whatever you're feeding your body through information, through thoughts, through feelings, has an impact on your physical body. And it creates a vibration, it creates a frequency within you that you then attract more of into your life without even knowing. And we can do this by almost, I think everyone's heard of the term, the saying of self-fulfilling prophecy, is that when you actually focus on something, so maybe it can be, one time you've had an experience speaking on stage and, it didn't go well and it was, extremely embarrassing for you. Actually, this is something that happened to me, right? I can use a personal example from this. When I did drama in like college. And as I was doing drama, the first time that I actually was on stage, in that moment, I literally froze. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't remember anything. I froze. And that was extremely traumatic because everyone was watching me. I found myself getting more and more embarrassed. I found myself panicking in that moment. So it was an extremely highly charged situation. And then for many, many years afterwards, I just would say, I can't do public speaking. I'm not good at public speaking. I can't speak in front of people. And that created its own mantra, right? That is whatever we tell ourselves over and over again, a thought becomes an attitude becomes a belief. And then a belief becomes a perspective of the world. So you're there with that perspective. So I told myself over and over again that this was what I was, I was that kind of person. I just can't speak in public because of that really traumatic experience. And every time I thought about standing up, if I was, in a group and I had to speak, I would straight away, it was like an unconscious reaction. My nervous system in that moment created something called we've got something called the reticulating activating system, which is a bunch of nerves at the back here that when you're younger, behaviors and survival mechanisms are created. And what happens is any flavor, any experience that reminds you of that traumatic event kicks in this automatic survival system. So we either freeze, we go into fight or flight, we go into fawning and fitting in. There are survival mechanisms. So in that moment, that was being triggered within me because it was like, okay, we've got to keep you alive. We've got to have a strategy for this. And my strategy was just not do it, right? Don't go there. It's dangerous to speak in public. It's dangerous to speak in front of people. Okay, so I just stopped doing it. And I remember the first time I did my first women's circle and I was at home.